Namaste and welcome to CAP. Let's complete. Today we will discuss about Tu-160 bomber and why India needs it. Also in the end we will tell you about the implications of CAATSA to India regarding procurement of Tu-160 bomber from Russia. So be with us until the end of this video. But before we start, I wish everyone happy Independence Day. So let's start. Tu-160 or tupolev 160 is a supersonic variable sweep wing heavy strategic bomber designed by the Tupolev Design Bureau in the Soviet Union in 1970s. As of 2022, it is the largest and heaviest combat aircraft, the fastest bomber in use, and the largest and heaviest variable sweep wing airplane ever flown. Tu-160 is of Russian origin, built by Kazan Aircraft Production Association, which took first flight on 18th December 1981, which is around 40 years ago. Right. So here we can see in the picture how big or how huge is the aircraft. Right. So maybe because of this, it has been the largest and heaviest combat aircraft in the world. Now we will understand about the specification of Tu-160 aircraft, right? So this aircraft requires four crew members, that is one pilot, one co-pilot, one bomber, and one defensive systems officer. Its length is of 54.1 meter, wingspan of 55.7 meter and 35.6 meter, height of around 13.1 meter, weight of around 1,10,000 kg, maximum takeoff weight is of around 2,75,000 kg, which can carry payload of 5,300 kg. Maximum speed it can go up to 2.05 Mach. It has four Samara NK321 engines, right? So here you can see it has four engines, right? Two in the left and two in the right. Okay, and this aircraft has a very special feature, like one of the wings can be moved up to 65 degree. So here you can see in the picture this aircraft can move its wings to 65 degree. So one wing will be remain fixed and one can move up to 65 degree, right? So Tu-160 primary user is Russian Airspace Force and historical users are Soviet Air Forces and Ukrainian Air Forces. As of now, or currently, only Russian Air Force uses Tu-160 aircraft, right? This is also called as White Swan by the Russian Air Forces. Maybe because of its white color, it is called as White Swan. And NATO countries has given a code name of Blackjack to Tu-160 aircraft, right? Now, you may ask, what is strategic bomber? So the answer is a strategic bomber is a medium to long range penetration bomber aircraft designed to drop large amount of air to ground weaponry on a distant target for the purposes of devastating the enemy's capacity to wage war. Right. So that means this kind of aircrafts are used to drop bombs on the enemy area at one time. Right. Strategic bombers are designed to fly into enemy's territory to destroy strategic targets, for example, infrastructures, logistics, military installations, factories, etc. In addition to strategic bombing, strategic bombers can be used for tactical missions as well. There are currently only three countries that operate strategic bombers. Those are the United States, Russia, China. And now India will be the fourth country to have strategic bombers. The US Air Force has in total of 156 bombers, which include B-1, B-2, and B-52 bombers. The Russian Air Force has in total of 135 bombers, which includes Tu-22, Tu-95, Tu-160. And China has Jiang H-6K and H-20. Right. So here we can see Boeing B-52 aircraft, which is being used by USA. Here we can see Tupolev Tu-160 is used by Russia, and this is Chinese Jiang H-6K. Now the next question is why India needs strategic bomber, right? So in the recent news, we can see that there is a possible chance of acquisition of Russian Tu-160 bombers to counter China's bulging might. So to counter China, India may acquire Tu-160 bomber from Russia, right? So why India needs it? As of now, India doesn't have any strategic bombers in its arsenal. In comparison, the neighboring Chinese Air Force flies the Jiang H-66K with other stealth bomber H-20 is ready for takeoff. The H-20 is capable of carrying conventional nuclear-tipped or hypersonic stealth cruise missiles, right? So that means Chinese has two kind of bombers. One is HS-6K, another which is ready is H-20 stealth bomber, right? So stealth bomber means that radar cannot track this kind of bombers, right? So and it is also capable to carry nuclear missiles and hypersonic missiles, right? Now, India is planning to acquire six Tu-160 strategic bombers from Russia. The goal is to offset the threat from Chinese incursions close to Indian airspace with its HS-6K bomber, now possibly complemented by the stealth H-60. In short, the Tu-160 considered equivalent to US B-1 bomber, right? So this what is Indian Air Force need to tackle China from the incursions, right? So if India has Tu-160 aircraft, which can be capable to tackle Chinese HS-6K and A-60 aircraft. In November 2021, it has been reported that to celebrate its 72 Foundation Day, the Chinese Air Force deployed H-6K bombers to its border with India. HS-6K has a combat range of around 3,500 kilometers. As a diplomatic cover, Chinese has armed the bomber with short-range KD-63 missiles. So now the bombers is controlled by the Western Theater Command of Chinese Air Force. This particular command is responsible for Chinese operation among China-occupied Tibet and Xinjiang region close to Indian borders. Right? Chinese can fly their bombers anytime and anywhere near Indian borders. Naturally, the threat is imminent. To counter it, India needs to fly similar bombers as well. Hence, there is a need of strategic bombers so that China don't dare to have a war with India. So here we can see in November 2021, it has been came in the news that China deploy a strategic long-range H-6K bomber closer to India. Right now, we will discuss what will be the implications of CAATSA on India. As you all know, that our biggest threat is China, and even our top military officials has said many times about the security threats from China. So when our biggest threat has strategic bomber, then India should also have similar type of bombers to safeguard its national security, right? Now, regarding CAATSA, India has clearly stated that whatever is necessary for India's security will be done without being concerned about any restrictions. India is serious about securing its defense needs, and it is the US that has to understand this while making necessary adjustments, right? So that means India is very clear in a statement that whatever is necessary to protect national security, India will be doing those things, right? And they are not concerned about any kind of sanctions given by the USA, and they only follow sanctions of United Nations, right? There won't be any issues with CAATSA regarding procurement of Tu-160 aircraft from Russia because the US is also aware that only India has the capability to tackle or defend China in its territory. Moreover, the US doesn't want to spoil diplomatic relations with India. And in the past, we have seen that US is approving sanctions waiver to India for purchase of S-400 missile defense system from Russia, right? So this brings to the end of our today's video. I hope I have been able to make you understand the topic. So thank you for your time. Stay safe and stay happy.